Hello and welcome everybody to the first annual Beacon Academy Hunger Games simulation. Now I went through about 30 or 40 of these simulations till I found a few that I particularly liked. I'd like to remind you that these are mostly random and all for fun. If you're not familiar with the rules of the Hunger Game, it is a kind of battle royale tournament situation where 12 participants are put into an arena and only one of them will survive. Now, you cannot bring anything into the arena, no weapons or tools, but you can find some in the large arena. Sponsors who are watching the broadcast live can also send equipment, tools, and resources to the participants. As you can see, the 24 participants are arranged in 12 groups of 2. These groups can be broken at any time, and people can turn on each other at any moment. You may want to take a moment now to familiarize yourself with all the participants of the tournament. The game begins and the participants are lifted up into the arena. A large cornucopia exists in the middle of the arena that is filled with gear. Many of the participants rush to the cornucopia to try and get as much equipment as possible. Mercury Black breaks Fox's nose for a basket of bread. Cardin Winchester finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Lyran, Russell Thrush, Wyshni, and Neptune Versailles share everything they gathered before running. An interesting display of teamwork among unconnected players. Adam Taurus takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia, a valuable tool and weapon. Velvet Scarlatina grabs a sword, slightly out of character for her, but she'll take anything she can get. Roman Torchwick stabs Jean Arc in the back with a trident, making Jean Arc the first death of the first annual Beacon Academy Hunger Games. Sun Wukong, Melanine Malachite, Neo Napolitano, and Fironico share everything they gathered before running. Emerald Sustrai runs into the cornucopia and hides. Coco carefully grabs 3 jars of fishing bait while Blake Belladonna gets fishing gear. It seems the two of them have some sort of team worked out. And of course Blake is a cat, so fishing would come first. Yang Xiaolong and Penny fight for a bag. Yang Xiaolong gives up and retreats. I can't really blame her. Penny would be a formidable opponent. Nora Valkyrie takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia, and Ruby Rose searches on top of the cornucopia. I can't imagine she's going to find much up there. Matilda's Malachite finds a canteen full of water, a very valuable resource. Yatsuhashi searches the top of the cornucopia. Up there with Ruby, it seems. Now the initial bloodbath has ended. Weiss Schnee, the resourceful girl that she is, constructs a shack. Shelter is an important commodity. Velvet Scarlatina explores the arena. Yatsuhashi catches Ruby off guard and kills her. It seems when they are both up there in the cornucopia, Ruby wasn't expecting anything. Lyran stalks Russell Thrush. Emerald Sustrai explores the arena. Cardin Winchester steals from Roman Torchwick while he isn't looking. Adam Taurus, Melanie Malachite, Nora Valkyrie, and Yang Xiaolong raid Matilda's Malachite's camp while she's hunting. It seems that the twins have not stuck together, and an unusual alliance between Adam, Melanine, Nora, and Yang has been formed. Blake Belladonna defeats Mercury Black in a fight, but spares his life. There's a run-in with the Fox and the Monkey, as Fox steals from Sun Wukong while he isn't looking. Penny sets off an explosive, killing Neptune, probably using her robot powers. Neo receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor, and Fironikos constructs a shack. The first day of the Hunger Games have ended, leaving Jean Arc, Ruby Rose, and Neptune Versailles dead. As the sun sets on the horizon, the first night of the tournament begins. Adam Taurus sees a fire but stays hidden. Velvet, Mercury, and Blake, who seem to have met up, sleep in shifts. Matilda's Malachite stabs Weiss Schnee in the back with a trident. It would seem that the young Schnee heiress is not able to defeat the superior martial artist without the use of her glyphs. And Yatsuhashi, with his superior strength, manages to strangle Roman Torchwick with a rope. Nora Valkyrie fends Fironikos, Russell Thrush, and Yang Xiaolong away with her fire. This is probably the same fire that Adam saw earlier and decided to stay away from. Probably a smart move. Fox, Lyran, Emerald, and Cardin meet up for a truce and tell each other's ghost stories through the night. Melanine, probably crushed by the betrayal of her sister, stays awake all night. Sun Wukong sees a fire but stays hidden. Again, probably the fire that Nora lit earlier. Coco tries to find other tributes and finds Neo. Penny is awoken by nightmares. I didn't know robots could have nightmares, but I suppose that androids do dream of electric sheeps. The first night ends, and the second day begins. Coco spends the day camouflaged in the bushes. Penny, Nora, and Fira search the arena together for tributes, seeming to form an alliance of redheads. Yatsuhashi makes a wooden spear. Neo Napolitano cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. It's likely that she kills herself out of boredom because she couldn't find any other participants to kill herself. Cardin receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. I can't imagine anyone who'd want to sponsor him. Sun and Yang work together to drown Adam Taurus. Emerald Sustrai receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. And Russell unknowingly eats a toxic berry. Team Cardinal was never known for being particularly smart. Velvet Scarlatina discovers a cave and hides through the day. Matildus receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Lyren overhears Mercury and Melanine talking in the distance. It appears the two of them are trying to form an alliance. Fox also receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Blake Belladonna injures herself, probably in a fishing accident. Suddenly, things change in the arena and a monstrous hurricane wreaks havoc. Melanine and Matildus both survive. Coco survives. Lyren survives. Penny survives. Fiornico stabs Mercury, then pushes him close enough to the hurricane to suck him in, showing everyone just how ruthless she can be. Cardin Winchester is incapacitated by flying debris and dies. The monkey outsmarts the fox, as Sun Wukong pushes Fox into an incoming boulder. Emerald survives. Nora Valkyrie also survives. Velvet Scarlatina tries to save her partner Yatsuhashi from being sucked into a hurricane, only to be sucked in as well. They both perish. Blake Belladonna is sucked into the hurricane as well. It seems her cat claws were not enough to save her. By the end of the day, 11 tributes lie dead. Weiss Schnee, Roman Torchwick, Neo Napolitano, Adam Taurus, Russell Thrush, Mercury Black, Cardin Winchester, Fox, Velvet Scarlatina, Yatsuhashi, Blake Belladonna have all perished. The sun sets and the second night begins. Fiornikos and Melanine Malachite threaten a double suicide. It fails and they die. It is likely that Pyrrha wished to find a way to save the rest of her friends, and Melanine wanted to find a way to end the games and save her sister as well, still loyal to the end. Meltildus searches the arena and eventually finds Yang Xiaolong. Emerald Sustrai tries to find other tributes and comes across Coco. Sun Wukong, Penny, and Nora Valkyrie turn on Lyren, killing him. I can't think of any other circumstance of this happening other than Nora losing her mind. The second night comes to a close, and the third day begins. Sun Wukong spends the morning practicing his archery, apparently comfortable with his position. Emerald Sustrai once again receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor, probably Cinder. Penny fishes, probably using her built-in robot powers. Nora Valkyrie practices her archery, prepping herself to kill more. Yang Xiaolong is pricked by several thorns while picking berries, not a serious injury. Suddenly, the sounds of howls ring out through the arena, as wolf mutts are let loose. As Matildus Malachite and Emerald Sustrani fight each other, a pack of wolf mutts show up and kill both of them. Sun Wukong survives. Penny survives. Yang survives. Coco survives. Nora Valkyrie is eaten by wolf mutts. You know what they say about karma. 6 cannon shots are heard at the end of the day. Fiornikos, Melanine Malachite, Lyren, Matildus Malachite, Emerald Sustrai, and Nora Valkyrie have all perished. The sun sets on the third day and the third night begins. Penny continues to be alone another day as she hides near the cornucopia for resources. Yang Xiaolong and Sun Wukong form up and seem to form a blonde alliance. They sleep in shifts. Coco sets up camp for the night. The fourth day begins, and Coco receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Yang Xiaolong defeats Sun Wukong in a fight, but spares his life. Penny, searching for others, discovers a cave, and hides through the day. On the fourth night, the 4 remaining champions meet up. Yang Xiaolong, Penny, Sun Wukong, and Coco. They know from Fira's failed attempt at a double suicide earlier, that only one of them can survive. They spend the night in a temporary truce, knowing that as time passes they will be forced to kill each other till only one is left standing. On the 5th day, Penny receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor, extremely valuable. Coco camouflages herself from the bushes. Sung Wukong fishes. Yang Jialong receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor, healing her earlier wounds. All 5 of them use the day to recoup their energy and prepare for the future. The 5th night begins. Coco falls ill from drinking contaminated water. Yang Jialong, Penny, and Sung Wukong start fighting, but Penny runs away as Yang Jialong kills Sun Wukong. Penny receives fresh food from her sponsor. Only 3 champions remain: Penny, Yang Jialong, and Coco, who is sick at the moment. Penny receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor on the 6th day. Having her sister and teammate killed have inevitably caused Yang Jialong to lose her will to fight. She begs for Coco to kill her. Coco refuses, keeping Yang Jialong alive. On the night of the 6th day, Coco changes her mind and attacks Yang, but Penny leaps in to protect Yang and kills Coco instead. Now only Penny and Yang remain. Nothing has changed with Yang's mental state, and she begs for Penny to kill her. Penny reluctantly obliges, killing Yang Jialong. This makes Penny, the android from Atlas, the winner of the 1st annual Beacon Academy Hunger Games simulation. Penny acquired 4 kills on her trail to victory. Yang Jialong took 2nd place with 2 kills. Coco managed 3rd place with no kills under her belt. Sun Wukong killed 3 and received 4th place. Nora only killed Lai Ren and received 5th place. Roman Torchwick got 1 kill. Yatsuhashi also got 2 kills. I hope you enjoyed our 1st annual Beacon Academy Hunger Games simulation. If you'd like me to do another, let me know and perhaps I'll consider it. I'll provide a link to the website below. Shout out to Silvermont, whose Dark Souls version of the Hunger Games gave me the idea for this. Now I hope you all have a good rest of your day or night, but remember, watch your back. Because when you step into the arena, anything goes.